Hey, this is Call for Basketball. I just wanted to let you get this video out the way. This is a real important video, must watch. Here we go.
Are marching across the Brooklyn Bridge in protest of the city's vaccine mandate. Many are wearing their job t-shirts and holding "My Body, My Choice" signs, as well as the American flag. Mayor de Blasio has warned city workers if they don't get the vaccine by Friday, they will be put on unpaid leave. And now the CDC is planning to, quote, educate those who are hesitant to get the shot. Here's CDC Director Rochelle Walensky.
You don't need to educate us. We already know what's going on. Please save your fucking education for someone who gives a fuck.
We believe it is very important to get these people vaccinated. There is a plan. Should these people...
Oh, I'm sure there is a plan for y'all. Y'all fucking New World Order agenda. Yeah, I'm sure there is a fucking plan. Tell me something I don't know.
Will not want to be vaccinated, towards education and counseling to get people the information they need so that they are feeling comfortable in getting vaccinated.
Vivek, something about the phrase re-education and get these people on board seems pretty strikingly similar to a really tragic chapter in our globe's history.
Well, look, when I see those images of people protesting, I don't see vaccines of COVID-19 being at the heart of the issue. I see public trust in our leaders as being the heart of that issue. And here's an interesting fact, Emily. The majority of people who are refusing COVID-19 vaccinations actually have been voluntarily vaccinated against mumps, measles, rubella, tetanus, DPT. Diphtheria. I could continue to go on.
And that's what I'm saying. Everyone's been vaccinated for, we got our shots when we was younger, but, they're pushing it so hard, and they're taking it so serious, and they're taking so many rights away from us that people are hesitant to get it. He's hitting it right in the spot.
You have to ask yourself why, and it is because when it came to COVID-19, our public health leaders have lied and lied rampantly. You actually saw last week the NIH shyly admitting the fact that actually it had been lying to the public about having funded gain-of-function research, the very kind of research in the Wuhan lab that could have resulted in the origin to this pandemic. They lied about it. Now, a lot of people may say, well, vaccinations and the origin of the pandemic, those are two different issues. It's not. When it comes to COVID-19, public leaders, including public health leaders, have given the public no reason to trust them. And I mark my words, it is only going to make the problem of public trust even worse if you force people to accept something that they don't automatically trust on their own. And I say this as somebody who wishes that more...
And he's hitting it right on the spot, bro. He said everything that I've been saying.
People were vaccinated. I think the people who are responsible for that failure are actually the public health leaders and the leaders of our institutions who have been rampantly lying at every step from the origin of this pandemic to what to do about it. And that's what we need to own up to fix it.
And Tommy, on that note of public elected officials and public leadership, it was they who designated first responders, firefighters, and law enforcement and health workers as the heroes of the pandemic. And all of a sudden, the tone has shifted mightily, and we have all the way up to our president saying that we should be angry, condemning those who have chosen not to be vaccinated, or as Vivek points out, simply resist the mandate, even if they themselves...
That's what I'm saying. He wants us to condemn the unvax, to shame them, to shun them! Divide! Shun! You're a bad human being. You're a bad human being. Divide, 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 divide! Fuck!
Themselves are vaccinated. These men and women are absolutely the backbone of our society. We know that they are heroes every day and they are public servants, and yet now they are being cast aside and vilified as public enemy number one.
You work all day to protect people, and you be the police, and you be the fire department, then you get shunned. After 2 years of this fucking shit, you get shunned. You get shitted on by Joe shit ass. You get shitted on. What a piece of shit. He's a fucking... I hate that motherfucker so bad, bro.
Listen. let's also juxtapose this to what we just discussed in our first segment, illegal immigration. We've got Americans, law-abiding Americans, decent, hardworking Americans who have been going to work for 2 years during a pandemic, dealing with health risks, safety risks, and doing it because they needed to do their job to put food on the table for their families. Those decent, law-abiding, hardworking Americans are now being treated like criminals, and you have hundreds of thousands, now well over 1 million illegal immigrants who have invaded into this country, and they are being treated like upstanding citizens. But I'd also like to say this.
Woohoo! Isn't that backwards broken? That's backwards broken. That's backwards broken. That's backwards broken. Welcome into our country. Welcome into our country. Oh, you bad people over there. But welcome to our country. You're good people. You're good people. But you fire department, you police department, you bad people, you bad. Shame you. Shame on you. Shame on you.
See this protest in Brooklyn, and we see these workers standing up. When I saw those images, nothing made me feel more proud to be an American, because I saw Americans of every color, every shape, every size, every gender, and probably every political affiliation standing together in the name of freedom. That's American as it gets, and I'm so proud of my fellow Americans for standing up. Harris, part of...
That's what they didn't want. They didn't want us working together as one unit, black, white, no matter what political party you are. They don't want us together because they are hiding like bitches! They're hiding! They're scared of us. They're scared because when we combine, we're a threat. Divide, conquer. But they don't want us combining. Because see what happens when you combine? It gets scary. It gets spooky out here. Halloween gets really spooky. When you start working together as one, they don't want us together. That's why they're dividing. That's why they're dividing. All these little divides. All these things right here are different things. LBG, black, whatever. Political parties, all different things. Just divide like that. But they don't want us to come together like that's strong. Not there. So fuck them.
What is so troubling is the notion of that, again, the reprogramming in education, where you are automatically branded an enemy. You are automatically branded, frankly, a criminal in some sectors if you dare to even question, if you dare to expect what we were promised in the beginning, which were exceptions and other alternatives. And here it seems that not only the encroachment has happened, it has thinned everything out.
You don't get to ask questions to Big Brother. Big Brother says, you do what you're told. You do what you're told. Depopulation. Too many people. Injection. Crazy.
But now there's been an absolute criminalization happening of these people who are daring to question.
So one thing that we talked about during the commercial break, Kaylee, was the fact that across some sectors of the United States, the vaccine mandates actually are working. And we want to acknowledge that. I mean, it's difficult to say exactly why in some sectors. We know that meatpacking plants were a place where COVID was rampant. We know that those areas and jobs unseen, often it was a problem. So you do have that, and that's what Biden is talking about when he says that. The problem is we don't know what those numbers look like because they're jobs unseen oftentimes. And so
they don't want you to know what the numbers look like. They want to keep it secret. They don't want people to know that people are quitting at an enormous rate. They don't want people to know that. Why would they? It's like they don't want people to know the side effects of the magic potion. They don't want people to know that. No. We only report the good things. The good things in our eyes. We don't report the bad. No. We don't report the bad. CNN, they say, all these political parties, political news group channels, they're like, last year's like Black Lives Matter, this lives matter, your life matters, whatever. They ain't saying it now. Wonder why.
when we say, they're popular, well, are we talking a small percentage of people? I mean, what are we talking about here? Because the ones who are in the streets.
Vaccine lives matter now, huh? Ain't no you life matters, my life matters, or fuck off, fuck you, lives matter. You know, they don't care about that shit. No, vaccine life, vaccinated lives matter. That's what matters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree. I don't agree. Fuck that shit. That's what they want you to think. They say, I agree. Yeah, they want. Yeah. The masses just not to hear like this. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, whatever. Fucking zombies walking around here just believe everything they see on TV. What TV says, TV, I do. What TV says, I do.
Walking out the American flag and what it means in this country. And that is not to be mandated to do the thing.
They don't give a fuck about the American flag. They can give a fuck about your freedom. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. What's, like Biden said, what's freedom? What's freedom? Yeah.
Is that you know that you can be counted on to do right because you're essential workers, police officers, first responders, and all that. When we see that, we see the big numbers. And so we wonder, well, when Biden's talking about they're working, how many numbers are they working among? Okay? That's one thing. The other is something that Vivek was pointing to. How do we get to the point where we can change the messengers? Because if the message has always been, and it was working with President Trump, it was working. And don't let anybody fool you that we weren't almost up to 1 million shots a day when President Trump was in office, because we were. So when Biden says two things that are wrong, that he came up with a shot, which I think he walked that back pretty quickly, or somebody did on his behalf, but he also did not, you know, he wasn't the first person to get us to those big numbers, to those big highs close to 1 million and beyond. Right? So we know that the message was not broken, but the messengers have been broken. And what do messengers do when they break? They lie, they obfuscate, they manipulate. Maybe we change the messengers at this point. Maybe the public wants to hear from some people that they can trust. I don't know.
Yeah, right. I don't trust none of these motherfuckers. I don't trust this news channel. I don't trust no news channel. I just report what I see, and I can tell you from experience, I ain't trusting none of these motherfuckers. They can all go straight to hell. All right, this has been Call for Basketball. See you guys.